All right.
It looks like we are starting up.
Hopefully this goes well. I'm expecting some good things from both runners. Looking how both of their PBs are better than mine, which, to be honest, isn't really a standard. But and they're off. Seconds been down.
Like I said, though, the general movement to look out for is, like you don't want to look at the little tricks. It's always the general movement that wins the runs.
Yeah.
Both of them reaching the lever. Oh wait, no.
Seren having a bit of trouble getting to the lever, but
Both of them reaching it within fairly decent time. And Zach is ahead by a little bit, headed into the frog. Oh, was that just me or did Seren almost just fall?
well, yeah.
You see Zach doing frog vectors.
Very clean, if I had to say.
I've heard from a couple people that it's kind of difficult to save time using the frog vectors. I disagree. Because, like, the whole concept of vectoring... Oh, wait. Was that going for left side?
I think he was.
Yeah. Yeah, but the whole concept of vectoring is you're speeding up because you're going at that diagonal. And the movement it's measuring that diagonal as one unit. So you are moving faster.
Zach getting fast hats right there. That was a really clean fight, to say so myself.
That was a pretty
Seren's not really
clean
going
fight.
for them. Yeah, Zach had a pretty clean top of a fight.
And we see Zach is ahead, leaving Cap with Seren closely behind.
Indeed. It is Cap though, so don't lock in your answers quite yet, because this might be a closer race the later we get on. Like, maybe Zach could just die off of, like, the endgame Bowser sequence, and Seren could just pop off. But you don't know. So we'll just have to wait.
I would be very surprised if we... Oh wait, Zach bonking. But like I was saying, I would be very surprised if we do see a DSS here. That would be...
We might see a... Thinking of it, you said earlier that there might be like that there isn't going to be... Oh, Seren having the same bonk there.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. We could still see like a manual DSTA, just because like these people might not be comfortable with the daylight savings timing.
That is very true. Although I think at that point it would it doesn't save that much time to manually do it at that point. So I think they might just go with the regular route.
Maybe.
We see Zach approaching the dino skit.
See,
ooh,
he misses.
It's not a good start.
It's on the loop around though.
Okay, slowly but surely he did get there.
Oh,
Seren rough bonk.
Get up.
That is quite the rough bonk. We do also see Zach almost missing that cycle on Madame Brutal.
That was a pretty clean Madame by Zach, if I do say so myself.
He almost messed it up on, was that the second cycle, I think?
Yeah.
He was getting quite close to the border. There is a... it's not a glitch per se, but it's a little mechanic within the game where if you're too close to that border and you have the chain chomp captured, it'll recognize that you're tugging on it, but it then won't launch because of the wall.
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate when that happens. I see Serenmew set. Don't worry, you're not too far behind, my guy.
It's not too far behind. Remember, anything can happen.
That is a. Oh, I was gonna say clean Cliff Moon, but
What seconds?
having a little struggle finding the jump button.
Yeah.
Let's see if Seren can catch up a little bit with a little cleaner movement, maybe.
Yeah. Like, in the end, if they do, in general, have similar movements, it might just have to come down to the small things.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier. It's the general movement that decides who wins the run. Like you see people talking about these big tricks that save so much time, like nut clip and like snowdram, but in complete reality, that's not going to do you any good if you're not good with the movement.
That is true. We see Zack moving on to Sand Kingdom.
And Seren is closely behind.
Yeah, closely behind.
So we will not be seeing DSTA here unless they do it manually. Unless they like set it up off screen and waited 2 minutes, which I don't see why they would do that. But so we are going to be seeing the no DSTA route. Zack having a little bit of trouble getting up that ice pillar. Oh, the flower pot!
Plant save.
Flower pot save.
Good.
And Zack is 2 moons in as Seren is just gaining control of Mario now. Notice he is going for the umbrella version of climbing up those buildings, which is going to save him a little time on Zack.
Yeah. But it's also an normal strat.
We do see a bonk though.
Yeah.
And he misses the moon.
Zack having some problems getting the moon on top of the hill, but in the end he used some spin pounds, so didn't lose him too much.
Now, I'm curious to see if any of them go for the Dram strat here.
Yeah, Dram would be interesting.
Yeah, it's not necessarily difficult. Okay, Zack is going for it. But if you mess it up, you do lose a little bit of time if you don't go for it at all.
I think Zack got it.
I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that looked pretty good from when he lined it up earlier. Having a little bit of trouble opening that crate, though.
Yeah.
Seren almost didn't make it up that icicle.
Zack almost fell off the platform with the moon on it. That would have cost him quite a bit of time. We don't see Seren going for Dram strat.
So like I kind of said earlier, it's if Zack had missed Dram strat, that would have saved Seren, like maybe a couple seconds on him.
Yeah.
Not anything too major, but every second counts in runs like this. We are not seeing a Sphinx route from Zack. So he's gonna get 50 more coins for that chest on the Jaxty skip. So that's just something to keep in mind.
Need 8 more coins, but I think that will be pretty easy to get.
8 coins in like the full kingdom should be nothing.
Yeah. Agreed. You never know. He could just completely forget about that factor, and then that could cost him quite a bit of time.
That is very true. We also see
We have-
Seren doing the same route, but with slightly more coins. He shouldn't have any issues at all.
Yeah, I don't
Zach,
think
although,
so.
having a little bit of trouble getting that chest open.
Yeah.
Overall, I think they're staying pretty equal distant from when they exited Cascade.
Yeah.
Both runners on fairly decent pace for this league.
Yeah. Jack having a little bit of problems getting that moon. Not too much though. Still, wait, he still has the lead. Get some ground for mistakes.
He's having a little struggles with that tree as well.
Yeah.
This is all the time Seren's using to get caught up. And he is doing the ground pound moon on the cactus. He moved the cactus the other way, which I think at a beginning level would be faster. Because that dive to get back over the cactus if you move it the other way is kind of precise. If you don't know how to do it.
Indeed.
Missing the ground pound moon though.
Did the same thing that Zach did.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and grabs on the tree too. See, the funniest part is you can't actually grab that tree by just running into it. So he actually hit it while he was in midair on one of those roll boosts.
He did. Seren did have some problems getting that note moon. She just saw that.
Seren did grab a checkpoint in this kingdom, so he is losing a little bit of time at the moment, but it should save him in a future kingdom, depending on what wooded and metro routes they do.
Yeah.
I think we're looking for a clean lake. Lake Kingdom is one of those kingdoms where it's just, like, pretty calm. Although we do see Zach with difficulty maneuvering the Odyssey.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming that they aren't going to do this, but it would be pretty crazy if they went for lake skip. Once again, don't think it's gonna happen, but crazy if it did.
Oh no, Zach falling!
Zach messes up.
Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, if I see anybody in, like, the...
He does the same thing!
Oh no! This is Seren's chance to catch up.
Yeah.
If that Goomba knocked him off, I would have cried.
Like, we would have felt bad. We would have felt bad for Zach. At the same time, that would have been funny.
Yeah, so if we do see a lake clip here, I highly doubt we will. It's not the type of thing you see that commonly in the freshman and sophomore leagues, just simply because of the nature of how precise the trick is. The trick itself isn't that difficult to learn or pull off. It's difficult to do quickly and to actually save time while doing it.
I do remember in the Plan B tournament, we had a runner, Lusteris. I think he was up against G-Man. And what happened there is they both went for Lake Clip, and G-Man just got first try while Lusteris took a little bit to get it. And I think that's what really let G-Man have the lead and let him blast off ahead of Lusteris.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the race. We see that Zach is that Rango fight.
It's a fairly easy fight. If you mess it up, it does lose quite a bit of time, however, so he does want to be a little careful here. Although it looks like he's just fine.
Yeah, he got it.
And Seren is not that far behind.
Agreed.
Sure, the goal slip-ups while approaching the zipper on Zach's end definitely helped.
Absolutely. And if he has, like, two more of those instances, that could get them to, like, an even pace.
So the gap did close a little bit there.
Yeah.
Zach is still in a pretty confident lead. But this is pretty early in the run, so we can see that change very quickly.
Yeah. Not to mention that like all of the harder kingdoms are a bit later in the run, but at the same time we have Wooded coming up, and that can be a difficult kingdom for some runners.
Yeah, especially if you do the nut clip route, because, and I don't think we'll be seeing this, just because of the route for the nut clip is quite complicated and precise if you don't know what you're doing. And runners at this level tend to not be as comfortable with the movement of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do not see nut clip here. Yeah. And we do see Zach gaining control of Mario in just a second in Wooded as Seren is leaving.
Doesn't have any problems with this stupid freaking bunny. Very surprising.
Yeah, that bunny can cause quite a few problems if you miss it on the first cycle. He does miss the moon twice.
That's very rare that you don't have like any problems with the rabbit, but you struggle with actually getting the moon.
Yeah. Just because of how like close it is to being like touching the ground, you feel like you can just walk into it. Oh, Seren is really
Seren's
struggling.
having a lot of problems with that rabbit. Oh wow.
There you go.
Unfortunate.
So Zach is regaining a little bit of time here. Yeah, and as expected, we do not see nut clip route. I forgot to mention this when it happened, but did you notice the way Seren picked up that rock? That was really absurd.
Oh yeah, that was weird. He kicked it and then like picked it up before it hit the ground again.
That was just bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So both runners are on fairly decent pace. Again, the smaller movements make everything. They decide all the nooks and crannies of how the run goes.
Agreed. Now, I have a question for...
Oh no! Oh, Zach! Oh man!
That.
I saw him. Whew.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are seeing a warp route Zach here. I wonder if we're gonna see the same from Seren.
Something that I do have to say though is when I saw that from Zach, I immediately thought Deep Woods. I've never seen it happen in a race, let alone a run.
Yeah, no. If he fell into Deep Woods there, that would have been the end of it. That like Seren would have shot off
had
and
so much time.
Yeah. That would have yeah. Deep Woods is just in general a run killer. Generally, if you go into Deep Woods, it's an instant reset. Oh man, Seren. Oh man, that was scary. I don't like the regular jumps that, like with no momentum. I just hate them so much. Both of them are doing the warp route.
Yeah.
Seren's struggling a bit in the flooded pipeways. Yeah, as long as he made that water cycle, he should be okay. I'm wondering if we're going to see any Flower Road skips here as well. Like, there's obviously the roll cancel version, which is... We're not going to see that. But there's also...
We're not going to see that.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're definitely not going to see that here. There is also the dive into triple jump version.
Or you could just do the normal ground pound.
That is true. Although I do generally, it's such a small time save, and all the smaller movements make all the difference in the world when it's a run this long.
Oh, he's going for the spin counter.
And he almost got it too.
He did.
Just missed the rail by a bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, messes up the triple jump though. This is potential time save, or time to catch up on Seren's end.
Which, speaking of, just got the Road to Sky Garden Moon. Hopefully we can see some sort of Flower Road skip, make things interesting, and maybe save some time.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No! Oh, please don't fall into Deep Woods. Okay, good.
Deep Woods.
Yeah, because he got uncomfortably close to that load zone down there, and this is the time Seren needed to catch up. They are pretty much neck and neck now. The only difference is Seren still needs to go up and get this moon, whereas Zach can just go right back down to the tower.
Yeah. So in general, it's like a 10-second time difference after that death, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, that definitely helps Seren quite a bit.
Seren almost died there too, trying to get to the tower room. I don't know his confidence level, but personally, I would be pretty scared about that. Just looking at that angle, I just didn't think he was gonna make it. Zach seems to have a clean room.
And same with Seren, he got the quick uproot. The quick uproot strat. I don't really know if that has a name, but he did it. So we do see Zach collecting a couple coins in this fight. Yeah. So this race definitely tightened up. Seren taking damage though.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Zach falling into the death plane, that was definitely harmful to the pace.
Just definitely show you how much you can catch up in a race like that, because I'd say that Zach had a decent amount of time in between him and Seren, and they only have like a 10-second difference.
That death definitely helps Seren catch up by quite a bit.
Yep.
What did you say? 10-second difference?
Around, I'd say so. It's like 10 seconds.
I'd probably guess closer to 20, 25, but you get the.
Also,
it's close.
Yeah, it's a close run. Also, just wanted to say, the runners, if you guys can hear me, I'm not sure if you heard, but 2 DSS is required. Just wanted to let you know that.
You know, run invalidated if you don't do 2 DSS. That's just, yeah. It's all style points. If you can do all the frame perfect tricks, you win. That's how this.
I can just imagine a tournament like that.
Oh, we'd be here for like 3 hours at this level.
Where like people are just constantly trying to die in Cascade, just trying to do DSS.
Yeah, you have to do every speedrun trick known to man. You have to do DSS and then go back down and do Dino Skip.
Speaking of speedrun strats, though, Zach seems to be doing some fast hats right now.
I'm not entirely surprised by that. Fast hats are fairly easy to learn, but if you mess it up, it can cause quite a bit of time loss. Seren is going for the safer strats. I'm not surprised by that either. This is kind of like the middle ground area where you can kind of do both strats and get a decent amount of time and still PB. Zach is just finished the Bowser fight. And he is headed on to Lost.
Speaking of Lost, something that I realized about that kingdom is, in general, it can be a decently easy kingdom, but if you do mess it up, it can completely throw you off and ruin your pace.
Yeah, that's very true, especially Meme Tree. The tree's physics in Lost Kingdom are just so bizarre. Like, you can try this on your own Switch, but if you stand on one of the trees in the dead center and just try to walk on one of the leaves, you'll just fall straight through the leaf. And
Zach did have a really clean Meme Tree, though.
He was cutting it close. He did hit the lower platform, but in the end, it's still pretty clean. And we also see Seren gaining control of Mario just now. So this is still a very tight race. The other thing about Lost Kingdom that I find very satisfying is that you collect a moon like every 5 seconds. Also, on Seren's side, that was a perfect example of the jank physics that the trees have. He was pretty much parallel to the one tree leaf, and he still bonked on it with a dive.
Agreed.
Not having too much trouble the second time. Zach does have a pretty nasty bonk.
I wonder if there's like.
Go ahead.
I wonder if there's like been any other moment, and like any moment in like Odyssey speedrunning, where somebody just has a consecutive like time where like they bonk on one thing and then gets hit by an enemy and then just falls slowly off like the edge of Bowser's Kingdom.
that would be very funny.
Seems like Zach's page trick. Wait, no, he's not.
It looked to me like he was about to do it, but then something about the angle he had. Oh, Seren with a death! Oh no, that's not
Really?
good at all. It does not look like Zach's gonna live this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is not.
5 minutes.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all for Seren. And he misses it.
And-
Oh,
It looked like he wanted to reset there.
definitely did want that. That's so unfortunate.
Oh,
Honestly, I
Seren.
think at this point it might actually be a better idea to just go let Klepto take Cappy. Maybe if depending on the moons he got. Oh man.
Oh,
Come on, Seren, you got this.
come on, man.
He's not too far behind yet. Three deaths and lost isn't too huge, especially in such rapid succession.
Yeah. Once again with tree physics and loss.
Yeah, I think at this point, if I were in his position, I think I would just let Klepto take Cappy, because like it's similar to left side when I've been trying to practice that. If I can't get it several times in a row, that's just it for the day, and I won't be able to get it again. So I just end up doing the run without left side.
Yeah.
He is does seem like he really does want this jump though. And here he goes. Yeah, he got
He
it.
didn't get it.
Although Zach did pull ahead by quite a bit with those errors.
Yeah, Zach being in Metro now.
Oh, he doesn't get the triple jump. He's not gonna make that. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Now, did he get the checkpoint right by the wire? 'Cause that
Don't
would save time.
remember. He did. Okay,
No, he
good.
got it. He got it.
It's kind of safe to get that checkpoint because it doesn't lose you any time to just dive out of the wire. He's not gonna make it up. Oh man, that's another heavy loss of time with that bonk. And Seren is getting the cage moon, so he is saving a little bit of time on Zach there. And Zach has finally made his way down to the girder moon. And Seren with another death. I'm not sure if that was intentional. I was focused on Zach's screen at the time.
It wasn't intentional, but he has
Nope,
5 minutes.
it
He's
was.
back at the Odyssey.
Yeah, at this stage, it's like if you're gonna survive, you want to survive with that up throw tech. If you're not gonna survive, you just accept it. And I think that's just what Seren did there. So I believe that was,
Zach is having a really clean town hall right now, though.
Yeah, he is climbing quite quickly. Wow, English.
I hate this jump that Zach's doing right now. Just the switch is awful, but he still manages to get it easily.
Yeah, the camera's rotation when you're in that area is really annoying because you can't just hold one direction or Mario, when he dives, will miss Cappy. So generally what I like to do is I throw Cappy while I'm holding neutral on the joystick and then dive while also holding neutral, and then I hold the direction again. Because by then usually the camera's reset.
I don't know what's happening with Seren's screen, or his capture card, but we cannot see it right now.
Yeah. So Black's... Oh, wait, no, it's back. Oh, no!
But as it comes back, he bonks and dies.
Oh, man, another death. Oh, that says that. Although there can be time made up on Seren's end if Zach misses this 2 cycle. He also didn't get the checkpoint, so he has to go all the way back to the wire. And notice he didn't get it again. So if he falls again, that's major time loss.
But you can clearly see the time difference now that we're in Metro, because as Seren's near the beginning of it, Zach has already completed Mecha Wiggler.
Yeah, this is definitely not looking good for Seren. It's also not completely out of the question that he can win, because there's still a lot of game left. There's a lot of room for mistakes, and
there's
yeah.
also a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah,
like Seren could just be the complete opposite of me, where I have like an amazing early game, but then I'll die like every second that I can in late game. You never know.
I'm kind of similar to that in that sense, but usually my issue is I go for all the complicated tricks and movement in the early game, and then I'm on a really good pace, so I don't want to mess it up, and then I'm really careful and end up going really slowly towards the end. Seren's inner town hall did look pretty clean on to me.
Seren did have a really clean town hall.
Zach did not get the wire capture though. And he's also going for scoop clip. Oh, I was not expecting it at all. At this level, scoop clips. Wow.
He got it.
Got
nice. Wow.
Yeah, at this level, you don't usually see scoop clip. It doesn't save too much time if you do it the way he did it. If you do it on the drive-by, it does save quite a bit of time from capturing the man and doing and driving the RC car itself. Seren's having a little bit of trouble controlling the aim.
Yeah. Maybe he changed his camera his Arctic sensitivity. I remember that completely messed me up when I switched from like the low sensitivity to high sensitivity.
Yeah. Usually for smaller movements like that, I use the motion controls.
But everyone's different in some way.
Now this is
for one thing.
Now you'll see Zach getting this moon now. This is where they could diverge in the routes they take. I'm just curious to see where they go with this.
It does seem like Zach's gonna be doing the bowling. Oh wait.
No, he's just gonna go talk to Pauline. This is one of the more early on beginner strats. Typically in the higher level races or higher level runs, you'll see them go into slots and then over to the bullet bill room. But at this level, that little bit of time save isn't really necessary when you can just improve time on movement alone. We do see Seren finishing up the Mecha Wiggler. So I think is able to show us a little more clearly like how far apart these runners are, which isn't terribly far apart for this early in the game, although the 4 deaths in 3 and lost 1 in Metro for Seren definitely did not help, but it's not anything he can't make up.
Agreed.
We see Zach now stages of Metro. He almost dove off. That railing saved him. It looked like an unfortunate bonk, but that bonk was like the best thing that could have happened. He also barely makes that jump. Seren's captured the man. He's not doing scooter clip. That is a very clean car route. Wow.
Oh yeah. I've never gone on a car route that cleanly.
Something tells me he played Mario Kart as a kid. Zach is having a lot of trouble climbing this building.
But eventually he does get it.
Seren also doing that advanced strat with the pole.
I'm gonna... I wonder if Zach might get hit or... He is?
I'm not completely surprised by this. Neither of them did Sphinx or got the hint art in Cloud. So I would expect to see both of them get the hint art up there. And again, this is where we might see routes diverge on Seren's end. He bonks into the crate, unfortunately. And it does look like they are going for the same routes. Unfortunately, landing on the taxi, that... Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I need to stop saying unfortunate.
Don't worry about it too much. But I think that's something that Seren should worry about is his pace. He definitely needs to catch up, seeing how Zach's already going to Snow Kingdom now.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's more important on Seren's side to not go for anything too crazy and just make sure he gets the clean movements down. On Zach's end, it's just, again, same thing. You don't want to go for anything too crazy. Just maintain the pace you're on and he should be fine.
But I don't know if... But I really don't know if they know what pace they're both on. Like, Zach could think that he's like doing poorly and that he's behind, and he might think they need to go for risky strats.
Yeah, this could go either way. Although they also could both be listening in on this conversation.
I really don't think that's the case looking at Brent's time right now. And the difference. Nothing against him. He's a really kind guy.
He's not too terribly behind. Like, it would be one thing if he were just killing the Mecha Wiggler now. Because, like, in the end, yes, as of right now, the way this race goes is entirely in Zach's control. But if Seren picks up his movement and like starts pulling out crazy movement, he can catch up very quickly. And I would not be surprised to see this race get closer as endgame approaches.
Zach going for Captain Toad, which to me is surprising because usually when you go for Captain Toad, you go for Snowdram.
That is very true. Seren bonking at the top of the tower, unfortunately. He was cleaner than Zach's at first. I think that's about equal now. And Zach is entering Shiveria. Dives in. Did he bonk on the wall? I can't see.
He did bonk. He did bonk. Doesn't lose too much time though.
It's a fairly clean climb. Seren getting the ground pound moon. I couldn't tell if he sniped that or not. Let me check the... Oh, yeah, dang it. It's it's a little too far behind for me to tell. But if he sniped it, good job. So Zach is getting the chop moon now, which is a bizarre choice.
Different strategy.
It's not necessarily slow. Yeah, and now he's going back to here. Typically I would think that it would be faster to get this moon first and then go around to the other rooms, getting the shop moon right before you warp back to do Snowdram. We still don't know if he's doing Snowdram or not. Although, given the route he's doing so far, I think he might be.
Maybe.
Obviously no wall clip there. And Seren is making his way out of Metro. Wow, Zach, stop. Stop being scary. I don't know how that ground pound worked on Zach's end either. That, like, he was way off that X.
Yeah. I would actually be very surprised if we see Zach do Snowdram, seeing how it's a low level right now. Almost dying there. Almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was quite scary. I'm not a fan of that. I want to know how Seren didn't bonk there. He just okay. Yeah, given the route Zach has so far, I think we are gonna see Snowdram, unless he decides to go in another room.
Seren's also getting Captain Toad right before entering Shiveria.
We also might see him skip the shop moon, which is usually what people skip when they... wait, no. Hang on, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, Zach, no!
No, he had to fall off because he lost Goomba.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So that is quite a bit of time that Seren has to make it up. Seren, although missing the moon. Not as bad as losing a Goomba in this room, though. No. I really can't wait to see what the task looks like when it comes out, because there is a clip there where you can just jump above the abyss and clip through the corner of that wall to get that moon. But it is not RTA viable by any stretch of the imagination. It's basically IP skip, but in Snow Kingdom, and for any percent. And if you don't know what IP skip is, look at the world peace record. It's insane.
This isn't world peace. This is any percent. Alright, I don't think that we'll be seeing Snow Charm from Zach, which at the same time kind of expected.
Yeah. So no Snow. I'm curious which. Oh, he is getting this moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is another room where there is a potentially faster moon, but depending on like what movement you're more comfortable with. Generally, this is the faster moon to grab. And now we will see him warping back to the Odyssey. This, although with some of the mistakes made by Zach in this run, it does seem like the race is quite a bit closer than it was a little bit ago.
Seren, that.
Yeah, Seren's only 4 moons behind and about to be 3, as Zach is in snow.
Yeah, Zach heading to Seaside, which there's I don't think there's gonna be too much time loss here. Unless something happens, which I saw on this channel before. I forget what league it was in, but I remember somebody had quite a bit of time ahead in Seaside. And then when he got to Fish Clip, he accidentally killed his Cheep Cheep. And
oh no!
So he didn't know what to do there. But that's like the only thing that I can think about, and that's still really rare, so I don't think that there's going to be really any time for Mew to catch up in Seaside Kingdom.
Seaside in general is a pretty easy kingdom. The beginning part's the only part that could really cause some struggles, but it's nothing that would cause any major time losses. It's not like the area Seren's in right now, where you could potentially just, like, dive off a ledge. Which, by the way, that movement was very scary on Seren's end. I don't know if Zach... Okay, he did make it up. That just the angle of that just seemed so bizarre.
I don't know what.
I love the physics of that wall. They're so fun. You can just... So if we don't see Fish Clip from Seren, I'm curious to see what route he uses. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but there were 2 routes before the Fish Clip was discovered.
Yeah, I do think that Zach is gonna do Fish Clip, seeing how he didn't get the Note Moon.
Yeah, if he's already here and only has 4 moons, he's definitely doing the Fish Clip route. Now, what I'm also curious. What?
If you don't know what Fish Clip is, for the people watching who might be new to speedrunning, you go through a wall. You go through a floor to get 2 moons.
Yeah, so it's not terribly complicated. It's probably the easiest glitch you pull off in this game. You literally just swim up against the invisible barrier, and it's not a barrier more so than it is like a magnetic force of sorts that pushes you back in bounds. So you just kind of use the fact that it doesn't stop you by doing this.
Back to Seren, though, he is entering Seaside now.
Zach does fail Fish Clip twice. This should be good. He's very far in. Yeah. So what I'm curious to see is what they're gonna do if they clip back in bounds by accident.
What are those wall physics that Seren was just having?
I don't know.
He triple jumped onto the wall and then, oh, the bonk trying to get up there. That's unfortunate. While
So-
Seren's trying to get his first moon, Zach just got his last moon and is teleporting to the Odyssey now.
It could definitely be very detrimental if you accidentally clip back in. And if you do clip back in, then you have to talk to the Sphinx, which, for one, takes a decent amount of time to actually get the right answer. Because if you're just
Not to
mashing
mention
it,
that
won't
I don't even know the language that you use, like the choice for Chinese. So like if that happened to me, I would just reset.
I wouldn't say reset at this level. Seren missing the
Seren's
Gushin
missing.
Moon. So this is all time that Zach's using to just get further and further ahead. And this is not look.
But at the same time, like on top of him getting further ahead, he is reaching Luncheon right now, which to me is the second most difficult kingdom. Obviously, the most difficult kingdom being Bowser's. Everyone hates that kingdom, like screw Bowser's kingdom. But yeah,
Luncheon and Bowser's are definitely like death zones, or I don't know what you'd want to call that, but they are very common places to die in this game. If you mess up in one of those kingdoms, it generally results in quite a bit of time loss, just because of the nature of how the kingdoms are designed. I think Luncheon isn't too
Zach's
good from a
Zach's having an unfortunate time.
So he
can't
one
get up
heart
there.
headed into the Spewart fight. This
We can
could
get a
be
beam.
very bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, he could quickly get a beam on the sides. Not many people know about that, as far as I know, but
I think people know about it just because it's the obvious red color of the beans, but I don't think people generally go for them just because they get the moon after the fight. And yeah, he's through it fine. The boss fights in this game are very easy, and we see
As they are in
Serena
all
approaching
Mario
approaching Fish Clip. He could save quite a bit of time on Zack here if he gets it, and he does first try.
that first time.
Although, like I was saying earlier, the Luncheon and Bowser's kingdoms are very high in death area, so I would not be surprised to see quite a few mistakes. And I think the big struggle with Luncheon is the geometry of those the mountains, because all the slopes and such, they bend in all these random directions. So one moment you might be rolling straight, the next you might be falling into lava.
Luncheon mountains are cringe.
And that was a perfect example on Zach's end there. He, like, the fact that he could just stand there and bonk on a slope that, to me, looked like it was not as steep. Seren is now out of Seaside, headed to Luncheon. This run is, I think, closer than it was a little bit ago. Like, with the fast fish clip, I think Seren definitely caught up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, dang, Seren didn't quite make it up. And Zach might actually miss the moon with that bonk. Yeah, he does.
I do have to say though, in this race currently, it does look like that Zach's gonna lose. Oh wow, that Zach's gonna win. But at the same time, there's still a chance that Seren could bring this back. But at the same time, he would need to pull off some ridiculous stuff.
He also just struggled for quite a bit getting up to that salt pile moon, and he's still trying to figure out his way up. Takes a picture out of range.
I think he tried to do a video.
No, a general thing that some higher level speedrunners do, and lower level, just depending on who you are, is they take pictures, either, like, they'll spam it out of frustration, or they'll take pictures to remind themselves of what they need to work on next time. And also videos in general are just more, they just take up more time. It's more of a distraction to try to do it in the middle of a speedrun. And you don't have to relive watching it.
Zach trying to go for the quick way to get up.
He did not go for the other jump though. There is a jump with the lava bubble where you can kind of rush over to one corner and jump up and immediately jump up to the higher lava area.
That's what we tried to do at first, but failed on the normie strat.
Normie strat. And he is getting the lever now as Seren finishes up Speedwork. I think Zach's had a fairly clean luncheon thus far. He is pulling more and more ahead. It is becoming seemingly more and more impossible for Seren to catch up, although anything can happen in the late game.
Agreed.
In a sense, I think the Ruined Kingdom Dragon fight is quite a bit of a break that the runners get. It's almost like the game's way of saying, okay, you've been working hard, here's a little bit of a break. Even though it's supposed to be this epic dragon, like,
It's just...
it literally is just a break.
Yeah.
And I think Seaside's the same way for lower levels. When you get more advanced, Seaside is quite annoying because of the fish physics and the fact that you have to go through that tiny tunnel without bonking and not clip back in. It's just in general quite annoying if you're trying to be like frame perfect on every single thing.
Yeah.
And Zach has grabbed the final moons in Luncheon with that multi-moon.
Yes.
I am curious to see what route they take in Bowser's Kingdom. Because there is a route where you do capture a Pokio early on to basically do another Dram. And it saves a little bit of time over grabbing the Crate Moon. That's later on. So I'm curious to see who goes for what. And we see Seren entering Forks. Bonking on the door, though. Quite unfortunate.
I think the main thing that we should all be looking for is probably just the Mecha Brutal fight. And that's proof that we can see that Seren's using Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
It's down for But anyways, back to what I was saying. I think the main thing that we should watch that could be a huge comeback point for Seren is Mecha Fight, because you could completely botch that and lose like up to minutes. But if you do it
Yeah.
flawlessly,
If you die in the mech fight, it's very bad. Even if you don't die, it still loses a whole lot of time because you have to wait for them to go through for the mech to go through its entire attacking phase and then be able to climb it up again. Because in later phases, you don't have the nuts and bolts that you can jump up like in the first phase when you get up initially. Then you have to both wait for the Pokio as well as like actually hit the bubble. Just waiting for him to walk around in general. It's bad. Seren also had a little bit of trouble getting up to that.
Yeah, I did see that, but you were in the middle of something, so I didn't call that out.
Zach having a small start to opening up the crown for the ground pound.
That was quite slow, and that actually showed and proved a very huge complaint I have with Cappy's physics in this game. If you throw Cappy at something and you miss it by a tiny bit, and then you try to home Cappy into the object you were initially trying to hit, sometimes he'll go off and try to home in on something that's like 20 times farther away. And that is very annoying. Zach is on the final phase of the dragon fight. I'll just call him adult Spyro. Yeah, this boss fight is actually difficult if you don't do it the way they're doing it with the damage boosts. Zach has to be careful there. He's on 1 heart. Oh, but he's fine now. Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, Seren. Oh no,
Problems.
that is not good.
He doesn't have room to make mistakes if he wants to actually have a chance.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
He definitely needs to pick up his pace. Zach is already almost on his way out of Ruined. Oh no, Seren! No!
Seren. Wait.
Oh! Oh no! Oh, that was almost epic.
Oh,
That was
would've been,
almost
like,
so epic.
amazing save that like everyone in chat.
Oh
would-
no! That would have been so fun if you saved
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
It's not
God.
terrible though, because he did grab the Story Moon.
Not
So
to
he
mention
does
that
just
he's already
respawn here.
not to mention that he's already just ridiculously far behind.
Yeah.
But-
And now we do see Zach finally on his way out of Ruined, as Seren is grabbing his last multi-moon.
Alright. Now I'm wondering. I am wondering if either of them are gonna do 2DSS. Like it's a very rare trick nowadays, but
It's not gonna happen.
can save up to 7 seconds. That's a
Now
lot of seconds.
The very unfortunate part about Zach's run, though, is it is very invalid because he did not save Captain Toad in the dragon fight. And he is getting the bird capturing it. He's not getting the moon, which does strike me as a little bit surprising. Oh no!
Oh, he might die. He might.
Oh,
he's
no!
Dead.
Zach! Oh no! Oh man!
Zach is gone.
He reset
crap.
all the way back at the Odyssey now. So he did capture the bird to get up, which is slower than just... Oh wait, no, he did get a checkpoint.
Zach
He...
is gone. Crabbery.
Oh man. So that is quite a bit of time that very helpful for Seren to, like, make up. And he does grab that checkpoint this time.
Yeah, just to make sure.
So that is... Oh no, and he isn't getting the fast cycle either.
Yeah. That guy's cringe. I hate him.
So Seren, this is your time to catch up. He's approaching the ruined fight.
At this point, I really just... Unfortunately, I really don't think that Seren has a chance anymore.
Yeah, I don't see this possibly coming back unless Zach just messes up a lot on the mech fight.
Or fails 2DSS.
Seren does free Captain Toad, so the run is legitimate. So by default, Seren wins. Yeah!
Okay.
Okay, don't die though, don't die. That's not what we want to see.
I legitimately don't know.
Don't pull a fearsome fire.
Right. I legitimately don't know. Like, how to save Captain Toad.
It's a hint art. You ground pound on the claw mark.
Oh.
It's not all that complicated, Chrono. I'm gonna be honest.
I just had no clue. Sometimes it just showed up for me and sometimes it didn't.
So, Seren automatically wins because his run is validated by the fact that he did get Captain Toad. He is
This
free.
True.
And even though Zach is in the lead by a decent margin by now, I don't think there's any way he can make up the crimes of leaving Captain Toad to die with the dragon.
Yeah, like...
He does have a chance to make it up, like, right here, though, if he chooses to fight the right Brutal first.
Describe the right Brutal. Tell me.
And he does. He has avenged himself.
No,
Topper first
No.
gang.
no.
We are going to wage war next time we meet, my guy. Topper first gang forever. And it is a very clean Topper fight.
It is. Something that I did remember though, that like came to my mind as you brought that up is in like the world peace guides, legitimately, like in that guide when you get to Bowser's Kingdom, it says do Harriet first, and I just found that funny.
Yeah, no, that guide lies. Topper first saves you like a solid hour in the game. It gets you sub 10 minutes. It's really insane. So I think PBs at this point are completely out of the question.
I agree with that.
But this
Zach
isn't to say they can.
Dang Harriet, cringe.
His Topper fight was quite clean, but I think the struggles he's having with Harriet are potential time save for Seren as he is entering Bowser's Kingdom. Now, if Seren doesn't die here, he's making up time. And that's good. We want him to make up time. We want this to be a close and entertaining race.
Either that, or we just want like Mitch against just.
He's going for the bird moon. He is doing the bird strat. Not the bird moon.
What's the bird strat?
And he's forgetting it. There is a moon down there that you can collect. He was trying to leave Cappy up there so that as soon as he got the moon, he could recapture the Pokio. But he just abandoned that because he was having troubles leaving Cappy close enough to the bird without capturing it.
Seren
Does
did
take
also
damage.
help
This... Oof.
He
Oh, he
barely
barely
got
gets it. And we do see Zach
Zach's
getting the
getting
crates.
right now. Zach's getting the fifth spin right now. You can definitely see the marginal lead between Zach and Seren.
Zach almost just fell.
He did.
He's getting hit by bombs. Not good. But he was so close to just falling there. Wow. Seren is approaching shards. I'm curious to see if he can have clean shards like Zach did. Maintaining his spot. Being able to still stay in the game. Does take damage to the spiny, unfortunately. I will say, shards, if you're an advanced runner, is just flat out insane.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on 2-player.
Zach seems to be doing what he is.
No, don't get hit. Okay, don't die. Please don't die.
Zach's doing well with the mech.
Staying on it. He's doing a great job.
Yeah. He had some really good stuff.
Now, does he go for target acquired is my question.
It's target acquired.
It's a really fast method. He misses Harriet. Oh no. But it's kind of like the second. It's kind of like the second phase. Here, he is going for it. There it is. He got it.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been able to get that.
Yeah, I think at this point, I don't really see any way that Zach could mess up so badly that Seren wins at this point. But you never know. He could try 2DSS for, I don't know.
No, he's going to do 2DSS. No, that's just a definite.
He has to do 2DSS. That's just okay. You hear that, guys? If you don't do 2DSS, your run is invalid. And Zach did redeem himself by doing Topper first. But he killed Captain Toad. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to live up to that.
Will Seren's run be valid by doing Harriet
No!
first? Alright. He's doing Harriet first.
Seren, no! Your run is invalid. No,
No,
I mean,
no,
eh,
his
but
his
he
run's
but he saved
100%
Captain
valid.
Toad. He saved Captain Toad. I don't know. I still want to give it to him.
That makes his run 100% valid if he saved Captain Toad and chose the right boss fight first.
Hmm. We are gonna wage war over that. Harriet first
Yeah.
is a crime. Harriet first is just a crime.
I think he just knows that he's gonna lose at this point,
He-
so he's
he-
just trying to pull up as many memes as he can.
he's
He's just having
he's
a fun time
accepting the
with it.
fact that he's not gonna lose, and he's just having fun with it. I
Yeah.
respect.
And in the end, that's what speedrunning's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Zach is gonna get close to a PB if he has a clean moon here, but at this
But-
point, a PB is completely out of the question. He
Yeah.
would have to he'd have to BTT by like way too much.
What are you doing? Oh my.
Switching
Zach, this is the most BM that I've ever seen in a speedrun.
Oh, I just hit my
don't
funny
think
bone
I've
on my
even-
chair.
I don't think that I've even like ever seen like I've never seen BM in a speedrun. Oh my oh my god.
Zach, no, you can't switch languages on him. That's no.
God.
That is just brutal. Get it? Brutal.
I get it, because it's funny.
Yeah, very funny.
Oh, it's just BM.
He really did just switch languages. That is... wow. No, we could have been lying
If you hear me,
this
go
whole
to the
time.
moon. Go through the moon. Go through the actual.
See, here's the thing, Zach. We could have been lying to you this whole time. You don't know if Seren's actually ahead of you right now. He does get Mooncave skip first try at and Seren gets hit and dies. Yeah, at this point, yeah. After that, definitely no way he can. He's just taking way too many pictures. As this run finishes up, I think general improvements. Again, like I said earlier, it all comes down to the movement. It's never the tiny tricks. You should only learn like the really big time-saving tricks once you're comfortable with the game's movement.
You can clearly see that like Zach is clearly behind just because he didn't have good movement. While Seren is like far ahead of him with like
Oh yeah.
Bowser.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
You can see the clear amount of skill that Seren has compared to Zach.
Yeah, Zach just never stood a chance.
Yeah.
Like, look at him, he's all the way back in Cloud fighting Bowser. I think this joke is over. This needs to stop.
This fast test.
So I think it is pretty clear that Zach does have the general skills in the game to be able to have better times. It's just putting it all together in one run. He does get the delayed Bowser fire cycle though. And Seren is using the Pokio stress. He's doing the casual tech. Oh, never mind. That is definitely not a casual technique. It looks like he's gonna get Topper next. Followed by Harriet, and then I do not see target acquired happening. I think one target acquired success at this level of play is good enough. 2 in 1 race, that just doesn't seem logical in any way. It's just not gonna happen. He's not getting Harriet next. He's going for Rango.
Zach, why are you? Why? The end is
Zach.
Zach. Okay, Zach, if you can hear us, if you actually
2DSS. 2DSS.
if you
The
keep
run
going
needs
for
pretty badly.
DSS and win, like you should just win the tournament. If you hear us, like at least do 1 or 2 attempts of 2DSS,
That's
please, for our entertainment.
no.
You're cringe.
It's a shame. The run's invalid now. Alright, he isn't even going for 2D skip, which is quite surprising considering some of the other
Alright,
stuff he's gone for.
If he's not gonna go for 2D skip, go for XD. Go for XD. Yes.
No, no.
Yes. It doesn't matter. He has clout. He has clout.
he really did go for XD. I
Alright,
guess
go
that
for-
is better than 2.
Go for it again.
Seren is making his way out of Bowser's Kingdom finally. I think at this point, like, it's the only way Seren's gonna come back and win this is if Zach just decides to keep memeing for way too long.
Alright, this one he's ought to go for 2DSS. We hate you.
No, XD's so much better.
Whatever.
He's just standing and staring menacingly.
This is cyberbullying at this point. This is just.
I don't
bullying.
think they care who wins or loses at this point. It's just a matter of having fun with it.
Yeah.
And I
That's what
really
speedrunning
appreciate
is
that.
in the end. That's what speedrunning really is in the end.
It's just playing a game quickly to get clout.
Seems like Zach's probably gonna have a high 12 or low 13. Well, I have no clue.
It all depends on how clean his pillars are, and right now it's looking like a low 13. Seren almost didn't make that jump with the rocket flower. And Zach is approaching the final pillar.
He's out of the fun.
But I don't think it matters.
That was the weirdest camera jump I've seen. But yeah, this is looking like a high 113 for Zach. Now,
And Seren does not get the moon cave skip.
but in the end, a 113 in 5 seconds from Zach. Compared to his PB, not the best time, but
It's a fairly good time.
yeah, it's a good time.
Especially in the racing environment. Just so much nerve that comes upon you. And it for some people it becomes harder to concentrate. And honestly, for a race, that is a really good time. He's only 3 minutes off his PB.
Yeah. Have you ever actually entered like a tournament race? Or no?
I've raced a friend, like, on a call just because we were bored at some point, but it wasn't anything formal.
Alright.
And Seren is now in the Bowser's fight, finishing up his run.
I would give him so much respect if he went for
2DSS.
2DSS. That's good. Memes. Oh, I burned.
Second cycle of Bowser. And again, he is not doing fast hats. Not surprised. There isn't really any rush at this point,
yeah.
and he's
At
not
the
too
same
far
time-
behind.
Hey, not too far, but no, he's pretty far. Never mind.
I mean, as long as they were having fun while playing a game.
Yeah.
I
There
really
is
don't
no-
care.
I would be so surprised if they weren't having fun throughout that. Like, Zach was just memeing the whole time. Seren was doing a couple of other funny things. But yeah.
Seren, I was just kidding. You're way ahead. He's all the way back in Metro. You can do this.
There's no point anymore. I will say though, like, going for 2DSS will mean what? Oh. Alright.
Alright, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Alright, will he go for 2DSS?
Yeah. At this point, it's just like having fun because like we already know who won and lost.
There's not really competition anymore, but that doesn't matter because this is probably amusing for them, amusing for the chat, amusing for us. So in the end, it's just a win today.
Seren
This
wins
race,
because his run was legitimate. He saved Captain Toad.
Go for 2DSS. Oh.
Yeah, you tried. You tried. Respect.
Oh.
2D skip.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice. XD. No. Cringe.
You could have done true XD, but eh. Zach, if you can get all the purple coins before he finishes, you win. Again.
He's practicing 100%.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
wait,
he's just
yes!
getting
Yes! 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 Yes,
doing
Zach!
64.
Yes, that is what we need. Don't worry, Seren, you're not missing out on anything.
Not at all. Oh, he missed that. Seren's gonna end up with a low 118.
Not a bad time by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely improvements to be made.
Absolutely. Alright. And this seems to be
Alright.
the end of this race. I don't. Alright, yeah. Those are the final times for both of the runners. If you guys want to come in and unmute in the VC and do like a post game interview, I'd really appreciate that because I think that you guys will have a lot to say between all
We
the
have a bit to talk about.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh.
So, okay.
Hi.
I've never seen legitimate BM in speedrunning. That was like you switching the languages was the first time I've seen legitimate BM.
Okay, so I saw I knew Seren was gonna play in English, so I was like, I'm gonna play in a different language that isn't Chinese, just for like variety.
Isn't
Why
it
not?
the slowest language?
I don't know, I just chose a language. I was gonna play in Korean, but I was like, nah. I actually don't know what language I chose, I just chose one. But
That looks like some sort of German, I think.
I think it was German, but I wanted to change languages somewhere in the run, but I knew it had to at least get a laugh, otherwise I would just come off as I'm like really mean.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky that it was at least semi-laughable.
It was very laughable. That was absolutely hilarious.
More BM, I tried to get a good picture of Peach, but the camera sucked, so...
I tried to take
Yeah.
pictures, but I didn't know what the take picture button was, so it was kind of bad. I was trying to figure out the camera controls the whole time.
Seren, when you got to Bowser's Kingdom, did you know that you were just far behind, and that's why you just started teabagging at the chariot fight?
I mean, I knew I was far behind. I was watching the whole time, obviously. I kind of had to keep an eye on it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of gave up after a while. I'm not gonna lie.
It runs like that just get to a certain point where it's like, you know you're going to lose, so you just have fun with it.
Yeah, after
I
like,
think
the third
everybody
time,
can appreciate that.
I like kicked out my audio for my Switch because like I have my stuff all plugged in weird right now, so I can stream and like use my scuffed capture card. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I had to start the race. I had to get everybody started, start all the timers, and then unplug my headphones from my computer, unscrew the like headphone connector, then plug it into this janky setup I have. So I'm very
Oh, that's
Very-
weird.
very blessed that I had audio at all, honestly. But GG Zach, that was a good race. I
Good
wish
games,
I wish I
Aaron.
didn't shit the bed the whole time because I definitely could have
I didn't play that great either, so
potentially won that one.
that
but
makes me feel a bit better. I feel like you could have won.
Yeah, honestly, if you didn't die in Lost in Metro,
I
I
was
think
was
it
ready
would have
for
been
the
a lot
comeback, except
closer.
for-
Race.
except for Lost, dude. Lost like broke my spirit. I just couldn't get meme tree after I died.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
not
me-
sure if you heard us, but we felt so bad for you in Lost.
That death right before Klepto, I was like, all right, I'm right over the purple lava, but I think if I hold up and jump, like Mario will like do a jump on the ledge or like ledge grab or do literally anything, and Mario just fell straight down and fucking fell in the
Yeah.
purple group. And I'm like, okay, cool. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
I got
no,
lucky with
meme
my
tree
name
is just terrible in every way. Like,
Wow,
you
s-
literally bonked on a wall that was parallel to your dive path. I didn't even know that was possible.
Cypher bet against me. I'm questioning life right now. I'm not even sure what to think.
I was hoping people voted for you, bet against you. Bet for you? Bet for you.
One of the two, but either way, huge shout outs to the commentary. Very
Yeah,
epic.
shout out to the commentators.
I didn't hear
Thank
what you
you.
said, but hopefully you didn't
I heard every word you said.
say anything too sus.
Oh no,
Oh.
praise.
That makes me scared.
You, man, it was like you said a bunch of stuff, and there was sometimes I was just like, "What are you guys on about?" And then
We
other times,
love to talk, okay? It's words, you know?
I like how you try to be like, "Oh no, Seren's very far ahead." When I was like basically at the end, and I was like, "I can hear you guys, and I'm watching the stream." But
You gotta hype
I
up
was
the crowd,
typing
okay?
in chat.
Oh, you were.
There was a part. Also, before I get onto this, before I did the 2D section again right at the end, I don't know 2DSS. I would have gone for it if I knew it. I do not know it at all.
So
It's so jank.
it
It's
would've been-
literally you literally have to do bait. Like, I think the way somebody described it, I forget who, but they described it as doing like DSS like 7 times.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you jump up invisible like platforms or something with Bowser, and it's like you have to jump as you land on invisible platforms, or you just don't you just don't get it. It's
Yeah.
like I don't think it's RTA viable yet. I don't think a consistent setup was found yet, but somebody has done it, and I think it can save up to like 7.5 seconds if done optimally.
just the
It's
fact-
insane.
It's the fact that that the members of the community are willing to put that time to figure stuff like that out is just ridiculous, and that just
Yeah,
shows
that's
how
insane.
committed everyone is, and that's why we love this community.
Yeah, it just blows my mind that people can find stuff like that. Like, who just jumps above the pipe? That you don't just do that expecting to find, oh, there's an invisible staircase here.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy
it's
person
just
tactic for sure.
Insane.
Alright, I am looking for a raid target right now, and I think I have one.
Rate me before I end stream.
That's a good idea. Wait, what's Kevin doing? Oh, never mind, just grinding. Oh man. Wait, I don't know what to do. I was gonna raid Jason because Jason's running all moons, but then I look and Fletch is running all moons.
Raid both.
Yeah, raid both.
Jason is earlier in their stream, so we're gonna raid Jason, I think. I think that's fair.
Hit him.
Thanks, man.
But shout outs to the commentators once again. Shout outs to Cool Cat Gang. Very epic group of gamers.
Shout out
Game's
to yourself, Darren. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta.
Pog.
Please follow me. I'm desperate. We need 1,000 followers. Would be very epic.
I did! What are you talking about? I already did!
Done your due diligence,
Yeah.
son. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna unfollow for that.
Also, please follow
No!
us on YouTube to catch all of the videos. Very cool. JX.
This is gonna make a funny VOD.
Alright, so we're gonna go raid Jason. Everybody follow and give a cool cat, or else you're banned permanently, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure the rules. I just restream the matches. But please go follow Jason, and I will see everybody tomorrow. I think we have a bunch of matches. I don't know.
Yeah,
yes.
we do.
I think they're all live. I think they're literally all live. Unless I fricked something up, but
And what time do they start, Saren?
they start at 10 a.m. unfortunately. I'm trying to get back on the 12 a.m. start grind because that is way nicer for my DGen sleep schedule.
Yeah.
But for now, it's 10 a.m. PST tomorrow, and we're gonna go raid Jason.
5
because
a.m.
We're running out of time.
Nice.
But yeah, everybody go follow Jason. Bye bye. Say
Bye.
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 Epic.